Assalamu alaikum children. This is Islamic Studies class for the grade 5. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi zidni ilma. Rabbi zidni ilma. Allahumma faqihna fid deen. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafiyan wa rizqan tayyiban wa amalan mutaqabbalan. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna ilma. Amin ya rabbul alamin. So children, in today's video we are going to start unit 3, charity in Islam. Okay, what is our unit 3? It is charity in Islam. So children, Islam lays great emphasis on charity to poor. So as you know that there are 5 main pillars of Islam. What are the 5 main pillars? Shahada, Salah, Saum, Zakah and Hajj. Okay. So Zakah is the third pillar of Islam. As Islam lays great emphasis on charity to poor, it is our duty to lift the poor and the destitutes of our community. For the poor people, it's our duty to pay charity to them, to uplift them in the society. Okay, so it is our duty, it is the duty of Muslims to lift the poor and the destitutes of our community. Okay, so what is zakah? Zakah is actually purifying dues. Zakah is the third pillar of Islam. It is compulsory for all such Muslims who have a certain amount of wealth. So for the wealthy people or for the rich people who are having the wealth more than their need, so for them it is compulsory to give charity or to give zakat. Okay, the standard wealth in Islam is called nisab. Okay, so when our wealth is calculated according to that, if we are able to give the zakat, so that calculation is actually called nisab. When one fulfills the condition of nisab, means if someone is having the wealth according to this nisab, he or she has to pay zakat. It is compulsory on them to pay zakat. Who is having nisab, condition of nisab, who fulfills the condition of nisab, they have to pay zakat. If a year has passed over this wealth, then they have to pay. In 1 year, for 1 year, they have to pay the zakat after calculation. Okay, so there is a particular calculation for that. Nisab for gold is, if someone is having 87.480 grams or 7.5 tola. Tola means what? 1 tola is equal to 11.664 grams. Okay, if someone is having this much gold with them, and silver 612.360 grams or 52.5 tola, if one has 87.480 grams gold or more, or 612.360 grams silver or more, or cash or trading goods of the same value, one has to give zakat. It means if someone is having this much wealth, like near 90 grams of gold or this 612 grams of silver, they add, or the cash means amount of money or trading goods of the same value, they have to give zakat. Zakat is not a simple charity, it is a great worship. Zakat is a great worship. Not paying zakat is a great sin. Allah orders Muslims to pay zakat at various places in the glorious Quran. So our Holy Quran, our glorious Quran says about the zakat at various places, how to pay and for whom it is compulsory and what amount or what is the calculation for the zakat. All these things are shown in our glorious Quran. Okay, the rate of zakah is usually 2.5% of the total amount. So this is the simple calculation. On the total amount, actually we should give zakat at 2.5%. Whatever the amount is on that, if we calculate 2.5%, this part should be paid as zakat. Okay. Now we will see the recipients of zakat, means who are able to take zakat or to whom we can give zakat. Okay. Zakat is paid annually. Yes, it can be given to the following. To whom we can give zakat? Listen, see carefully, students. We cannot give zakat to every person who is rich or who is wealthy. We cannot give them. Who are the people to whom we can give zakat? Yes, the poor and destitutes, yani ki poor and miskeen. Okay, the people who are in debt. The people who are in debt. Those travelers who have insufficient means. Travelers means people who are in journey, who are in traveling. So if they have insufficient things, so sources, we can give them zakat. The students of Islamic schools, authorities in Islamic state who collect zakat for fair distribution. So these people are those to whom we can give zakat. Zakat cannot be given to, this is also very important, to whom we cannot give zakat, we should not give. A person who has wealth more than nisab. So this nisab calculation which I has already shown, if someone is having this much wealth, so we should not give them zakat. Sayyids and people belonging to Banu Hashim clan. So this Sayyids means whose surname, do you know some surnames, some names start with Sayyid. So whose family belongs to the Sayyids and who belongs to Banu Hashim clan. So these are the tribes of Saudi Arabia. Okay, at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the family of our Prophet Muhammad, actually, Sayyids and Banu Hashim. Okay, so for the people who belongs to these clans, we cannot give zakat to them. One's mother, father, grandmother and grandfather, etc. Okay, one's son, daughter, grandson and granddaughter. For these close relationships, we cannot give zakat. The wife by her husband and to the husband by his wife, they cannot be given. An unbeliever means who is not Muslim. Children of a wealthy person, we cannot give them zakat. Mosques either for construction or any other purposes. We cannot give this zakat amount for the construction of masjid, construction of mosques, we cannot give. If you want to give money to the mosques or masjids, so that should be different amount, not related to zakat. Okay, zakat is a calculated amount which we are taking 2.5% on our wealth. We cannot give this to the mosque for the construction for any purpose. Okay, so these are the people to whom we can give zakat, and these are the people to whom we cannot give zakat. Okay, children. So this lesson, this unit 3, charity in Islam, we have seen the third pillar of Islam, zakat, its calculations and recipients also. Okay, we will continue this lesson in the next video with benefits of zakat. Okay, that's it for today's video. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.